Hey, youth group families, PJ here. Wanted to read a verse to you guys. It says, it's from Luke 16. It says, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, 'Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens, they do not sow or reap, they have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them, and how much more valuable you are than birds. Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wild flowers grow. They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you?'" So, I hope that that's encouraging, because it should be. But I also want to mention that the world is going to push us around. It is going to try to bully us, and it's going to try to make us discouraged. That's just what the world does, right? And right now, it's working overtime at it, right? We've got this COVID thing, and who knows when you're going back to school? Who knows when work is going to get back to normal? And we don't even know what normal is going to look like when things do return. But God is saying, don't be afraid about it, right? Don't be discouraged about it. We are going to feel sad about some things. We are going to feel nervous. We are going to feel anxious. But we don't live in those moments, right? That is what the world is capable of doing. The world is capable of putting you into moments, right? It's not capable of leaving you there, though. That's up to you, whether you stay in those moments or not. The world is capable of giving you those moments. But God doesn't want you to stay in those moments, right? God doesn't want you to stay there. It's pretty cool that if you think about this, the world will give you that moment of discouragement, but it doesn't have the final word in your life, right? There's another verse I want to read to you real quick. It's from John 16, and it says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." Now that's pretty cool, because Jesus is saying, I am bigger than that moment that the world is able to give you. I'm bigger. I've overcome it, right? So the world is going to give you a sad moment. It's going to give you a discouraging moment. But you don't have to stay there, because Jesus already broke that out of you, right? He broke you out of that moment. And so coming up in a couple of days on Sunday, we've got Palm Sunday, right? And we're going to celebrate that just like we have been for the past couple of Sundays at home. But that doesn't mean we're not going to celebrate, and that doesn't mean we're not going to rejoice. And then on the Friday after that, 1 week from this coming Friday, we've got Good Friday. And that's the day where we remember the sacrifice of Jesus, right? He died on that cross on Good Friday, and he died for you and for me, and that was a moment that the world created. But God didn't leave that one moment to rule us, right? Because then on Sunday, we celebrate Easter, Resurrection Sunday, where Jesus comes back, right? And he defeats the grave, and he defeats it not only for himself, but first for you, right? Because you are important to him. And so he says, no, this moment is not going to last. This moment was done to save my people, but it's not done to leave them in this moment, because I've overcome the world. Jesus overcame it for you guys, right? And so don't get stuck, don't get discouraged, don't get trapped in the moments that we're going to go through. We are going to be sad, we are going to be discouraged at times, but we don't stay there, right? Because Jesus made the path for us to get out of it, right? So I'm going to link a song into this video. It's called You're Gonna Be Okay by Jen Johnson. I really want you guys to listen to it. I think it'll bless your moments today. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks.